Flip it, quick. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm Paul. I'm with the Dicey Review. And with me this evening, as always, is my brother David. David, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. And also with me this evening, not as usual, is our good buddy Ben, otherwise known as the Robinson expert, otherwise known as Dr. Robinson, professor of all things Robinson.
Oh, wow. That's okay.
He has a PhD, a professional something in dying. I couldn't think of an H.
Yeah, and I still don't. For tomorrow afternoon at noon Eastern Time. I have no idea what it is. Unless he's told me and I.
Hello, Ruby. We are so glad that everybody is hanging out with us tonight. Please let me know if everything is going okay. I'm trying to, like audio and video wise, I'm trying a new setup because we're moving. So things are going to look a little bit different than they normally do. And we are also playing a different game tonight because we had 3 votes on our poll this week. And 2 of them were for Bonfire, so it won.
And one of them was me.
Don't ever tell me that a vote doesn't matter. You had 30% of the vote.
Great.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is a great game. This is from designer Stefan Feld. So if you like point salad-y Euro-style games, this one is right up your alley. Looks like there's a lot going on, but it's really not as complicated as it looks. We can talk about it here in just a second, how to play, and get into that. Alex Guzman, yes, it is a very beautiful board. So this is the digital version. So we're going to have to play some digital stuff for a little while because of my nomad lifestyle in between us moving to our next house. So I'll have to do some stuff digitally because I don't know if I'll have my game table. So this is on Tabletopia. So any of you can go out and play this. There's a solo mode for it, and then after you watch tonight, you'll know how to play. So I say go play it after we are done. But we should get...
Or else.
Yeah, that did sound kind of like a threat. You don't have to. I promise. So, getting over to the board, this is a game that we're going to play over a certain number of turns until a certain number of our helper baby Yodas go out to the middle of the board. And then the game will be triggered when a certain number of those people go out there. In a 3-player game, I think it's maybe 9. I'll have to double check that. But what we're doing is we are taking actions one at a time to do all kinds of fun stuff on this board to get points and hopefully have the most points by the end of the game. So in general, the way that this game is going to work is that the start player will take a turn and then it'll go clockwise around the table. And on your turn, you will do one of 3 things. You can either spend action tokens, which we will get here in a second. So the action tokens look like this. This is a wild action token. And then there's also action tokens that match all of these little symbols on these tiles. And you'll be spending these action tokens to do certain things that are related to their picture. Like, so the boat lets you sail, for instance. The red action token lets you grab these tasks from islands, stuff like that. So that's one thing that you can do on your turn is spend action tiles to take actions. And the other 2 things that you can do on your turn will really make more sense once we talk about the other actions. So we will just talk about the actions first, and then we can talk about the other things you can do on your turn if you don't want to spend action tiles. So to start off the game, we each have 2 wild action tokens, and then we have some resources down here on the bottom left. And in addition, we are going to get action tokens that match our starting tile here. So on your board, you'll see a tile. For me, I have a brown action token, a little white guardian action token, and a green path action token. And then on your board, you might have something else that you get to grab those 3 action tiles, and those are your starting action tiles for the game. So, and the action tiles are up here in these bags. So go ahead and grab those, and then we'll talk about what all the action tiles do. If you want to, you can switch out your starting action tile without really knowing how the game works. You're not going to know whether or not you want to grab a different action tile or not. But all right, so we have all of our. Do y'all have all of your starting action tiles?
Not yet, because I just now got the board spinned around to the way I need to
Uh-oh.
be.
All right. Well, I'm grabbing
So,
mine.
all right.
And grab one of these.
Got.
And then I'll grab one of these guys.
Oh.
Guardian people.
Oh.
All right. So the different actions that you can do on your turn, we can go top to bottom. So if you look at your little player reference, the first action that you can do on your turn if you want to is you can spend these green pathway tiles to get new pathways. So these right here are pathways, these little path tile things right here. On the board they look like this, these little path tiles.
Okay.
These are good to have because they let your guardians walk farther around the board. And the farther your guardians walk by the end of the game, potentially you can get more and more points. So if you have them walk a long way, they can get certain benefits and get resources. So having a lot of pathways out there to let them do that is good. The only thing to keep in mind with pathway tiles is you want to try and match their color to any tasks that you put out, and that'll make more sense. So like if you see a task that you want to do, for instance, and it's a pink task, you might want to try and go look for a pink path to set up that task later, because you're going to put these tasks out on your board and you can put them wherever you want to, and if you match them up to a color, a path color that matches their color, you'll get extra points. So for instance, our starting paths are gold, so we might want to pick a gold task for our first little pathway here so that their colors match. So that's the only thing to remember about paths. To get pathway tiles, you spend one token, so one pathway token, and then you can pick any path you want and put it out next in line. So for instance, I could spend one pathway token, put it back in the supply, grab this blue one, put it over here, and that would be my turn. They go left to right until you can potentially get 7. Now they get more expensive once you get on the right half of the circle. They cost 2, but at the start of the game it just costs 1 token to take that action. So that's the first thing you can do on your turn. The other thing you can do on your turn is you can sail. So if you have a boat token, you can sail out to these islands. And the reason that you want to do that is because you can go and collect goals. These are basically objectives that you want to try and complete for more points, these tasks. But to get out to these tasks, you have to sail to the islands first. So if you take a sail action, you spend either 1, 2, or 3 sailboat tokens to sail out to the islands. So let's say that you are already out on an island. So let's say I'm right here. If I spend 1 boat token, I can go to an island connected by 1 path. So for instance, this is 1 path connecting these 2 islands. I could go there. If I spend 2 tokens, I could go along 2 paths. So I could go 1, 2. If you spend 3 boat tokens, you can go anywhere you want. The other islands that you can go to are these guardian islands, and they can you can get new guardians on your board, basically. So any of these islands are fair game. You just have to pay to go along the pathways. Now, once you get to an island, like I said, you can take an action to collect tasks or collect guardians. So let's say, for instance, I took a sail action and went to a guardian island. If you go to an island, you can immediately take the action of that island when you get there if you want to. So you can either collect a guardian or you can collect a task. And that costs tokens as well. So if you look on the next section of your board, these little red tokens and the guardian tokens, those are the actions to collect things from islands. So if you spend red tokens, you can collect tasks. And if you spend white guardian tokens, you can collect guardians. So let's say, for instance, I took a sail action and I went to this guardian island. If I wanted to, I could take a bonus action when I get there of collecting a guardian. So collecting a guardian costs 1 guardian tile. So if I spend a guardian tile, I can collect a guardian, put it on my board. Now I have 2. And that's better because I can unlock more in-game bonuses with this other guardian. The only restriction for guardians is you can't have the same color twice. So we can have up to 5 guardians total. If you go to an island with tasks, you can collect tasks instead of guardians. So for instance, if I go to this island right here, I could spend a red action token to collect these objectives onto my board. So there's a cost associated with that as well. The first time you take a task from an island, it costs 1 red token to take the task, and then you also have to pay some resources. So for instance, if you look at the island, it shows this little passion fruit thingy. And you have to pay 1 passion fruit and then 1 of these resources showing on these tiles on your board right here. So you can pick either one you wanted to. So for instance, if I go to this island, I could pay 1 red token to take the task, and then I could pay a pink fruit and a blue flower, for instance, and take any one of these tasks that I wanted to, and then you can put it wherever you want on your board. And then that way you can unlock its in-game bonuses later if you want to. But the more tasks you take from an island, the more expensive it gets. Because next time, if I want to take another task from the same island, I have to pay 2 red tokens. And if I have 2 blue markers on that island, I have to pay 3 tokens. So basically taking from the same island more than once makes it expensive. So those are almost all the actions you can take. The only other actions that you can do are marching with your guardians, going to the middle and buying cards. So once you get guardians on your board here and you have a couple of paths, you can march your guardians along these paths to do cool stuff. So let's see here. Before we talk about marching the guardians, let's talk about this middle action, because you'll need to have these portals to cross with the guardians. So this spot is called, I think, Visiting the Great Bonfire. Basically, what you do when you come here is you can go to any one of these sections. So let's say, for instance, this little wheel rotates. If you move your scroll wheel, it rotates like this. So let's say that I'm right here. This is the starting position. If you want to go to a space that's 1 step away, it would cost 1 action tile that looks like this right here, this little guardian space down here. So if I spent 1 of these action tiles, I could go 1 click in the clockwise direction and land on this spot. If you spend 2 action tiles, you can go 2 clicks and land on a spot 2 clicks away. And if you spend 3 of these, you can go anywhere you want to. Now, what you get to do whenever you land on a particular spot is take 2 of the 3 rewards that are showing. So if you look at each spot right here, it shows a resource, it shows an action tile, and then it shows these portal tokens. And the reason that these are good is they create a little pathway that your guardians can cross over to reach the objective tiles for in-game points. So for instance, let's say, and these have to go right to left. So for instance, if I look down here on my board, you'll see a little symbol on this first portal thing that shows a triangle with 2 arrows. So for instance, if I wanted to fill in that portal, I could stop right here because it has this same symbol, and I could pick 2 resources, 2 rewards. So if I wanted to, I could say, all right, I'm gonna get a blue flower, and then I'm gonna pick any one of these 4 portals that I want to. So I could pick this one right here, and that is my action. I get 2 of the goods that are showing. And what happens is, as you place these little portal tiles, they lock in and create a pathway for your guardians. So let's see if I can rotate it to actually fit. Well, anyway, it goes right there. See, because the symbols match. Now, if I can get a pathway all the way out here, and I can build a portal right here, my guardian can walk onto that bonfire task once it's done to get points. So for instance, let's say I have built portals all the way, where's the symbol that matches? Let's say I've built portals all the way over to here, because that symbol matches, and I've got a pathway there, and let's say that I have put a goal on that spot, and I've completed that goal, which we can talk about here in a second. This goal is going to be worth 2 points for me whenever it's done, but in addition, if I can move my guardians to this space, they can cross over if it has a portal, and then they'll unlock in-game points for me, in addition to what I've scored. Wow. So that's kind of the whole crux of the game, is building pathways, putting down portals, and then completing objectives and getting your people to go across there. So for instance, let's say I have completed this goal and I want to move my guardians. That's another action that you can take. So instead of spending an action tile to collect guardians from the board, you can spend action tiles to move guardians. So if you spend one action tile, you can move them one space. If you spend two action tiles, you can move them 3 spaces, etc. So for instance, let's say I spent 2 guardian action tiles. You can move each guardian 2 spaces, up to 2 spaces. So for instance, I could go 1 space and then 2 spaces to cross over, because there's a portal here and this bonfire has been completed. This task has been completed. And then I could go 1 space, 2 spaces with this guardian and stop right there. And the cool thing about these, moving these guardians along, is if they stop on a path, they get that resource, each one of them. So for instance, I could also just go, with this guy, I could go 1 space, 2 spaces, and then I could go 1 space and stop, and then I would get a little root and a gold if I wanted to. So that's how moving the guardians works. The only other thing to talk about whenever you move your guardians is if you're able to move your guardian across to one of these little spaces right here, you get to kick one of your baby Yodas out to the middle of the board to get a one-time bonus. And that's how the game end is triggered, is once you kick your little helpers out to the middle of the board, once it fills up with 9 people, you will trigger the end of the game. So those are...
Are there actual baby Yodas here too?
Do what?
Looks like there's some white baby Yodas here.
Yes,
right?
Those are common goals that everybody can complete. And they basically relate to filling up your board with one type of thing. So maxing out all 5 guardians, filling up your spaces with all 6 cards, filling in all 7 path tiles, filling in all 7 portals, and then having 7 bonfire tasks on your board. If you're the first to do that, you get to kick one of the neutral Yodas to the middle.
Okay.
So they basically help speed up the game. So those are how all kind of the mechanisms work together. You can go collect paths and collect portals to hopefully send your guardians out and cross those portals, but you have to complete tasks before they can do that. That's kind of the whole circle of life of this game. So that being said, the only other action that you can take with your action tiles is getting these specialist cards. These are really cool. They basically give you little ways to break the rules in the game. And they cost goods and action tiles to buy. So for instance, on your bottom little reference here, the bottom reference on the board, you can either spend 1 action tile and 2 resources, or 2 action tiles and 1 resource to get any card that you want to from the face-up display. So for instance, if I spend 2 action tiles and then 1 gold, I could get this person because they have a gold showing on them. And similar with all of these people, they will give you, like I said, little ways to break the rules a little bit. The other thing that you can buy are these Elder cards, and they are one-time use scoring cards. So if you buy them, they score you victory points right when you get them, and then they're done for the rest of the game. But they can be bought as well by taking that action. And they will give you points for things that you've done. So for instance, this card will give you a point for every guardian you have. This card will give you a point for every path tile you have. This card will give you a point for every other card you have. But they trigger when you buy them, and then they're done. And each person can only have up to 6 cards. So those are all the actions that you can take from the action tiles in the game. That's most of the game right there. The other cool aspect of the game is if you get low on action tiles, you can place these little action tiles out in the middle of your play area to get more stuff. So if I have 1 tile or less left, so for instance, as you spin your action tiles down, if you get to where you have 1, you can place one of these new tiles out to get more actions. You can pick from the top or the bottom, And when you place these down, you get to place them however you want to. So let's say, for instance, I pick this one and I want to place it like this. I could do that. It just has to be adjacent to something that you already have. And if you get whatever you place that's on the new tile. So for instance, I would get one purple action and one blue action. But if you trigger existing areas, you get 2 tiles. So for instance, since I created a new area of 2 green right there, I would get 2 green tiles instead of 1. And if you cover up anything, you get that bonus as well. So if I cover this spot, I would get a gold. If I cover this spot, I would get a wild action tile as well, because I've covered it with a tile. The only rule with that is that you can't go outside of the bounds right here. And you have to be adjacent, so I couldn't place it where it's like only touching a corner, something like that. But that's one of the other actions that you can take on your turn. If you're running low on action tiles, you can place these out to get more of them. And then the last action tile, or the last action to talk about, is you can complete tasks as an action. So let's say, for instance, I've got this little objective out on my board. This objective says I need to have a pathway tile with a clam on it, with a shell on it. If I've completed that requirement, I can, as an action on my turn, flip this over to get points for it. So that's an action on your turn, is flipping over those tiles to ignite a bonfire. Oh, and I apologize. That's when you get to send your little baby Yodas out, is if you complete a task, not if you cross over with your guardians. I misspoke. So if I flip over on my turn, if I flip over this objective because it's done, I would send out the baby Yoda from that spot to get a one-time bonus. And these one-time bonuses are basically little cheaty things that give you a one-time benefit. So if you go here, any of these will give you 1 point if you want them to. So they will give you a special action or 1 victory point, all of these little one-time bonuses. And the one-time bonuses are, if you go here, you can place an action tile without having 1 in your supply. So you can basically break the rules and place an action tile to get more actions. If you go here, you can sail anywhere you want to. If you go here, you can move your guardian as far as you want to without having to pay any action. Or no, this one is get a guardian, sorry, from any island. This one is get a card for free, which is really strong. This one is move anywhere you want to with this wheel and take the action. This one is move guardians as far as you want without paying anything. And then this one is getting a pathway tile without paying anything and placing it. And then right here, this is just get 2 gold and a wild action, which gold is a wild resource in the game. So gold is good to have. Mm-hmm. So that's the whole game. We will play until we send, I believe it's 9 baby Yodas out in a 3-player game. It's 10. I'm sorry, I misspoke. 10 baby Yodas, and then the game countdown track is going to be triggered. So, I know y'all will probably have questions as we go because this game it has lots of choices, for sure. Yeah. But that's okay because it starts to make a lot of sense once you play it a little bit.
Probably like the 3rd time you play it.
No. By the end of the first game, you'll be great. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
No problem.
Good. Yeah, I think most games you play once, you'll get the hang of it.
It's just like any Stefan Feld game. There's 100 choices, and they all just kind of mix together and equal getting victory points of some type, which is great, you know.
And to answer your question, Ruby, it's just the 3 of us playing. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Ruby. It's David, Ben, and I having a great time.
I can definitely see how this would maybe be longer for 4 players.
Well,
so,
the nice thing is that this one actually isn't a terribly long game because the end of the game gets triggered quicker than you think it will, for sure. Because, like I said, if anybody completes one of these little bonus actions, you immediately get to send one of the bonus novices to the middle. and they count towards the in-game trigger as well. So as soon as there are 10 novices out in the middle, the game is triggered.
And like, yeah, 2 or 3 will come out real quickly because we'll all be pretty close.
Yeah,
to
like
filling one of them.
Like if you're going for cards, you might fill this one up. And if David's going for Guardians, he might get this one or something like that. And then this happened, that's the in-game tracker, these little stack of tiles right here. So we'll get those out at the end of the game. But that being said, that is everything. We can talk really quickly about what these specialists do. This one basically allows you to move 1 space further whenever you take the middle action. So instead of going 1 click, you can go 2 with spending 1 tile if you want to. Let's see, what are the other ones? I've got my rule book appendix here.
Is the resource in the middle? Is that the resource you're paying for it?
Let's see here. This one, oh, they don't have the numbers on them like they do in the rule book, which is super helpful. That one is. Let me.
The numbers on cards here.
Let me find it. Oh, there are numbers. Where? Oh, yeah.
They're just
25. So number 25. That one is you can put the portals in any order. Ooh, that's cool. So normally you have to place these portals, which these are called the portals, from right to left. And then you place the pathways from left to right. This one says you can place the portals anywhere you want to, which is great because that means you can start off by placing them here, which is really powerful because sometimes you can't get your portals to reach all the way to your guardians in time before the end of the game.
So you're saying the very first portal you have to play, Paul, is this one here.
All of you guys have to, you and me and David all have to start right here and go to the left, and then on the pathways we have to start on the left and go to the right. So we're trying to get those 2 tracks to meet, basically.
That's a lot because you got to get that lined up, and you got to get the objective, and you have to get. So it's a lot of setup for those minuscule.
This one breaks that rule and lets you place from left to right, just like your pathway tiles. So that's a really powerful, awesome card. This one, which is number 20, whenever any guardian ends their movement on the first path tile, you get an extra gold. So that one's really cool too. This one is every time you send a novice to the middle, every time you send a baby Yoda, you get a gold. This one is your guardians move 1 space farther than what you've paid for them to move. And then this one is you can place tiles outside of the boundaries of the board. So you're not limited by the limitations of your board outlines. So these specialists let you kind of break the rules in that way. So that's everything. Y'all want to... Taking the first action can be kind of a benefit because the first person to sail only has to pay 1 to go anywhere they want to. And then the first person to take the middle action only has to pay 1 and they can go anywhere they want to. So getting to go first is a little bit of a benefit. So who do y'all feel comfortable enough for one of y'all to go first? Do y'all want me to go first?
I'm just looking at my tiles right now, trying to figure out what I can do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, as I'm getting this, you have the reaction tiles, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd spend at least 2 of those before I can put out a new tile to get more tile. One of we call those tiles the 3-length tile to get more tiles. So, like, it kind of seems like it's kind of a little scripted, right? Because you kind of have to. You have 3 choices to make very first, and then you kind of can go from there. But then I realized too, like the more your tiles, you know what tiles you're going to eventually get in the future.
Yeah. So
if you know the game well enough, you could probably have a pretty good strategy. Oh, I have one of these, so I'll go this way.
You have to. And whoever has this extension actually gets to go first. Sorry, so I'm going first anyway. I forgot about that. So whoever has this little extension with the building on it gets to go first. So now that you know how to play the game, if you want to, you can switch your starting tile with the middle tile in your stack, and you can start the game with those action tiles instead if you want to. Otherwise, when you play the game, you have to go from the top or the bottom of your stack. You can't go from the middle. So if you like the actions on your middle tile right here better than what's on your starting board, you can pick that one to start with too. Yeah, but you also start with wild tiles too. So these 2 tiles can be anything. Yeah, so you can kind of do whatever you want at the start of the game. And the rulebook says there's really no like best first turn. There's some things that are nice to do if you can, but it's not like there's a best first turn to take. I think I am going to try and get a specialist because I like this one a whole lot. This one's really cool. These two right here are both really good, and I like them quite a bit. And I'm trying to decide whether I like this one better than this one. These are both really strong abilities. And this one's a really strong ability too. Like anything that lets you move farther or spend less action tiles is really great. Or breaks the rule in some way, that they're really, really good. So I think I'm going to start off the game by grabbing a specialist card. So I'm going to spend 2 action tiles. So I'm going to spend 1 card, and 1 wild as a card. And so I only have to pay 1 resource instead of paying 2 resources, because you can either spend 1 tile or 2 tiles. But if you spend 1 tile, you have to pay 2 of the resources. And I think I'm going to spend a gold and get this person right here. That allows me to break the portal rule. So when you buy a card, they go underneath your player board. You can only have up to 6. And these resources go away. So that is
the new card come out.
That is my first turn. Yeah, a new card will come out. And this one, what is that one? Let's see, number 23. 23 says whenever you use the Great Bonfire, oh, that one's super good too. You can take all 3 benefits. Instead of only having to pick 2 of the 3 things at a spot, you can pick all 3. That one's really great. Man, those are so good. Okay, that's my turn. So next it is red, Ben.
Cool, all right. So I can grab a card as well, or I could go to path.
Yeah, you can. So sailing first is cheapest. Because if you see a task out here in the middle that you really want to do, which I know we haven't talked about all these tasks, you can.
Yeah, we'll forget.
Yeah, I mean you can get to any island that you want to. These objectives are pretty straightforward for the easier ones. Like this one just says have a blue guardian. This one says have a pink guardian. This one says have 3 guardian things in the middle next to each other. And they don't have to be in a straight line. So for instance, if you just have 3 guardians next to each other on your little tile board in the middle, you've completed this benefit.
Like on the same path piece, or like on 3
separate pieces. So if you just connect 3 guardians, you've completed this objective. This objective says to have a specialist card that shows that type of resource. This one, I believe, is just have 5 portal tiles. So like they all kind of relate to those types of things. And if you want to, there's a really good reference in the back of the rule book. If you want to pull them up, you can see what all these objectives are.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. But so if you see an objective that you really like, that you think you can do really easily, you can go snag it first if you want to, because you can go to any island that you want to and take a tile for 1 boat on your first turn. Or if you want to be the first person to go to the bonfire, you can pay 1 bonfire tile and go to any sector that you want to. Normally it costs more tiles to do that.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see here. I would... Let's see here. All right, we'll just do something to make it work. So I don't have a sail tile, so I'd have to use a wild for that, which is kind of annoying. So normally sailing, you need 2 tiles to sail? Where is that?
So normally, if you look at your little player reference, there's a lot of iconography, but basically one boat will allow you to move along 1 path to the next island. 2 boats will allow you to move along 2 paths, and then 3 boats will allow you to move anywhere you want to. So for instance, if I'm right here, if I spend 1 boat, I could either go along this path to this next island, or I could go along this path, or I could go along this path. Basically, you can move 1 pathway with 1 tile. 2.
Yes. So we're checking out the docks, right? So I mean, is normally 1 space just one of these islands?
Yeah. The first person to sail can spend 1 to go anywhere they want to. Everybody else, if they spend 1, they can go along one of these paths to this island or this island.
That makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll go ahead. I'll just be cheap and I'll go add a path.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so I throw that green one in
Yeah.
there, right? Possible
And you can
one.
pick any path you want.
Yeah. That one. That one looks good. Not sure if it's good for me, but it looks good.
And then that is your turn. So, David, you get to go next.
Oh boy. I know exactly what I want to do.
Everything? that's the problem with
Everything.
Stefan Feld games.
All the things.
All right. There we go. New path comes out.
That's right, yeah.
No, I don't really know, and this game is gonna give me fits. I just know it.
Just make something work until you eventually figure it out, and then it'll be too late, and you play next game.
Yeah. I mean, this is
That's how
a
it goes.
practice game, and I'm gonna get like 12 points, and that'll be fine.
You-
I don't know. 12 points might be
Get
really
like
good in
a
this game. Who knows?
million. No, this is a low scoring game compared to most Stefan Feld games. Either that or I'm
Right.
just bad at it.
So I don't have. All right.
The purple one's the portal, right?
Purple one's a portal.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm looking up her sheet.
The white one's a guardian. There's so many actions. I've already forgotten half of what they do.
So you can sail to islands to gather stuff on your board. You can either gather objectives or guardians. You can get specialists or elders for in-game scoring. You can put out more pathways for your guardians to walk on, or you can go to the middle to get portals and good stuff.
Yeah. I think I want to get a guardian since I have a guardian tile to start with.
There you go.
Um,
So
So-
to get a guardian, you have to go to an island first. You can do both in the same turn.
yeah.
So you'd have to
Got it.
sail first.
So to sail, I don't have a sail token, but I have a wild
Yes.
token. And then I sail, and since I am the first one sailing, I can sail wherever I
Mhm.
want. Correct? Okay. So I'm going to sail to wherever I
The
want.
farthest island in the land.
Farthest island you could possibly imagine. I will sail and get a blue guardian
Nice.
over here. Doop, and spend my guardian token
There you go.
and get a blue guardian. And my guardians go on my
Yeah, they
path.
start off right
correct?
there in your little starting space. And that was technically a bonus action that you did, but you can do that when you sail, so it's pretty cool. There are two bonus actions in the game. You can take the island action when you sail to an island, or if you trigger one of these little bonuses right here, that's a bonus action, sending these little helpers to the middle.
Okay.
All right, so David did exactly what I was wanting to do. So I'm going to have to think about something else because I can't sail now. If I had another little sail. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can spend 2 tiles or 2 resources to be wild. That's an important thing. So I could, if I had another tile, spend 2 as a wild, and then, but I don't. I'm 1 tile short, so I'm gonna have to think of something else. So instead of doing the sailing action, I think I'm going to spend this pathway tile and get one of the pathways available to me. And I think I want to grab a blue one because the blue ones are a little bit easier to complete. And I'm also trying to look at some of these objectives. So like for instance, if I could find a blue tile that also has a blue star flower on it, I could complete this little objective by doing that, but I don't see one of those. So instead, I'm going to look at, what other color would I think I'm going to pick a blue. I think I'm going to pick a blue tile because I want to do an easy bonus first. So I'm going to pick a blue pathway tile so that maybe I can complete one of the easier bonuses.
If we go with the easier ones, right?
Yeah,
You're
blue's
saying?
easiest, pink's middle, and then red or gold is hardest. So that's my turn.
Awesome. Well, I can get an upgrade from a card here, or I can. Well, I'd have to supplicate Guardian. So I can't place one of the tokens to get more tiles because I already have. I don't have one yet. I have to have less than
Correct. You
two.
have to have one or fewer.
And then I'm taking from the top when I do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the bottom.
Or the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah. From the 3 colored tiles. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's good. Then. All right. Well, let's see here. I think I'll do. Let's get a bonus card here. I guess would be good. So this one gave you +1 to.
To this little movement here.
So you could yeah, okay, all right. Now it's that one. This one, big 3. Um, and that cost me. Okay, let's just grab one of these then. So we'll just spend a token here. Yeah, I think about grabbing. Let's go grab this one here. So I need the shell and then like a wild token, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, and if you have 2 shells, you could spend a gold as a shell. So you could spend 1 card action and then 2 of the shells, quote, if you did that.
Ah, okay. Let's just grab this.
But to me, the resources are a lot harder to get in this game than the action tokens. So I like to try and save resources if I can. The only way you can get resources is by taking the bonfire action or by marching along the path. That's really the only way that I know of besides special cards to get another resource tile.
Oh, okay. And you need those to collect. Like, if I wanted to get this token here I'd have to spend. Well, actually, no. These aren't resources. These are from your.
Those are. Yeah, getting tasks actually
Okay.
costs 2 resources, so it's a lot. So on my turn, what I'm gonna do is I am going to go to the bonfire because nobody's gone there yet. So I can just do that by spending 1 token.
Did David go?
No,
I haven't gone
David
yet.
went to. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was back to me. David, it's over to you. So David might do that exact
Now I'm going to go to the
thing.
bonfire. No.
I was about to say it's a good move because you can go anywhere you want to for 1 click for 1 tile.
See, but I don't. Well, I don't have a bonfire tile, or I do. I do have a bonfire
Well, and you
tile.
also have a wild. Yeah.
That's true.
So for instance, David, he needs this symbol right here, this little crossed, I don't know what that symbol is, that standing walk. He
Yeah.
needs that.
Yeah.
And right now, it would take him 2 clicks normally to get there because you have to go 1, 2. But at the start of
Yeah.
the game, he could just spend 1 to get right where he wants to, and you could get 2 victory points at that spot as well, or you could get another. Yeah, that one's a really good one.
Yeah. That was my thinking. What does this tile do again?
That one lets you collect stuff from the islands, collect objectives.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you put it in my head. I got to go to the bonfire.
I mean, it's a good move.
Go for it.
I may still do it.
All right, and I get 2 victory points and a little thing here.
Okay, sweet. So move yourself up on the victory point track. And I'm trying to see.
And do I take this, or that just stays there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and then you got the other benefit, which was 2 points.
Got it.
So for
Got it.
me, what was it? I want to reread my special action card to see if I can place it wherever I want to in any order. Okay, so that is really cool. So I can place these portals anywhere I want to, so I don't have to start on the left or the right, which is really great because I can only move 1 space on that bonfire because I only have 1 wild action. So I can't guarantee that I want to get exactly the portal that I want, but I think I want to get a portal tile. So 1 click away are these symbols, which don't match any end of my... Oh, wait, this one actually does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, so that one doesn't match what I need. Or does it? Is that the same symbol or is that different? No, that's this one right here. Okay, so I'm still going to take the action that David just took. So I'm spending a wild token to go to the bonfire. And I can go one click away because I spent one token. So now I'm at this spot. And I think I want to pick a portal and a good. So I'm going to pick... I'm going to pick this portal right here because it's the farthest to the left that I can get. And then I'm going to pick this green resource. And that is my action. And I didn't get the action tile on purpose because I want to be able to place one of my other tiles next turn.
All right. And so if I had someone who took that action, I couldn't just stay here. I had to keep on going.
Yeah.
Right. Or go back left.
Unless you go three, unless you spend 3 tiles. If you spend 3 tiles, you can pick anywhere you want to.
Okay. Even the same spot I'm at.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to go to a different spot. Let me check that in the rules.
Yeah. It probably won't make a difference, but all right, cool. So, my action, I'm going to put down a tile so I can get more action tiles. So,
it just says go to any space of your choice. So I think you can go to the exact same one if you want to.
Cool. So when I'm gathering portal tiles, if, like for my case, I could take up to 3 things, right? So if I took 2 portals, they'd have to be in a line. Like I'd have to have this symbol and then like this symbol. But if I collected this one, I can't actually collect this one because it doesn't actually follow my path. It would just stay there on the. I can't like store them or something.
Nope, you have to start on the right side of your board and then work your way to the left. So the next
Okay.
one you would need to go to is this little spider-looking symbol.
Yeah, which is right there.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
that's why being able to go first is nice because you can go anywhere you want to. I'm able to break the rules a little bit with my card, but normally you have to kind of think about like where you want to stop on that thing.
All right, so let's see here if I do this. Like, I want to be able to sail, but I also want to gather resource and to be able to gather. Like, for instance, I want to be able to gather like to this one because I already have this basically, met. So I'd have to be able to sail here, and then I'd have to spend that with the action token to be able to grab one of these. Then I have to pay this resource, right?
Yeah, you have to
green.
pay green and then one of the 2 resources that are showing on one of your face-up tiles, which is a shell. So you have to pay. You have to pay.
Oh,
yeah,
which I
you have to
don't
pay
have.
2 resources to gather a tile from an island.
Oh, they're both shells. How terrible is that?
Yeah, normally they're a little different, but it's,
And I spent a shell. Okay, so how do I get a shell then? Probably
yeah, from moving on the thing. You can go and get a
Wow,
you can
that's
go
gonna
and
be-
get a gold by going 1 click to the right, which is wild.
Oh, that's I do have a gold. So unfortunately, okay. So, all right. This is definitely intriguing. So we'll go ahead and I'll just pop in. I'll just put a new tile in and we'll make it work. So if I did something like, I don't know if I want to get that bonus there. It's gonna be adjacent. So I could get gold this way too, right? So. Yeah, we'll make that work. So I'll get a gold and just 3 tokens. Sure. I can't grab the one. Right? All right, so I'm done basically, right? So.
So now it's over to David.
Not bad.
All right, so I will use my wild token here to go to the bonfire again because I want to get this little gold and Actually, do I want a pathway or do I want a gold? I don't know.
Do it. Just don't take my pathway. Or my,
These little things don't line up, and it's driving me
Which
nuts.
things? Oh
The-
yeah,
the-
some of them do, and
Yeah.
then some of them aren't like scripted right. It's weird.
Yeah, it just won't. It it refuses.
there you go. It looks great.
Thanks. Yeah, it's
Don't look
looking
at
good.
Looks perfect. Looks pretty good. Looks great.
Looks great. All right. So when I take a pathway, I just take it for free, right? From here, since I'm doing it from the middle, or do I have to pay the?
So that is an action tile, not a So it's a pathway
Oh,
action
it's
tile.
action
Yep.
tile.
Tiles,
Got it,
yeah.
action tile. Never mind. I'm taking the gold. Taking the
The
gold.
gold is good. The gold is good. Okay. So I have to place a fate tile, is what these are called.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the theme is not strong in this game, but that's okay. This is all about
It's
the
super strong.
mechanics.
This is the most meta game I've played all year.
Yeah, there are these guardians that left for some reason, and your gnomes have to go get them back
Ghosts.
and do special things so that they'll light bonfires for points. It makes sense.
And then you free debut. It's based on Star Wars game.
It is a
Yeah.
fun, whimsical game, but the theme is tough to follow. Oh man, I think I'm gonna. Bummer. I wish if I could place it right here, but then, oh man, I'm trying to think ahead of like.
Don't do it. Just play it.
I know, but if I did it right here,
Make your decisions later.
I know. I'm gonna place it right here, which will give me no bonuses, but it will give me a guardian. Oh my goodness, this one's not going straight either. Hold on. There we go. It'll give me a guardian, a purple action, and a green action. So that is my turn.
Oh, interesting. So if you put a tile like if you had three guardians next to each other, would that give
It
you?
would.
Wow,
And see, on my next turn, I'm going to place it right there, which will give me 2 cards, 3 guardians, and a boat.
Just take that away.
So I'm trying to think not necessarily just what I'm placing this turn, but the next placement too.
I so didn't do that.
Okay, sorry, I was supposed to grab a path, a thing, and another guardian. No, you're good. You're good. That is my turn.
Awesome. So I'm going to join the Cool Club, and I'm going to do this bonfire movement stuff. So get rid of a token. And I can do one click backwards, right? So, oh, wrong way.
Oh, you went the right way. You have to go clockwise.
Oh, I have to go clockwise. Oh, I can't go backwards?
Yeah, you have to
Oh.
go. So you go. It was right here, so then you would go right here. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can take that and move back.
Yeah, it's fine. I still need this token
Okay.
anyways, right?
Yeah, so that's still a good move for you.
Oh, it's in my hand now, and not the actual
And you can
table.
take all 3 things, which that's such a strong ability. It's really good.
Oh, so I could do like a token here and this
Yep.
fruit.
Really
Cool.
good ability.
Where's that? Is it a card token? And weird. Not what I was thinking about what I was wanting to do, but that's good enough. So we'll make it work. It's quick.
All right. I'm down to 1 and tile that I don't need. So I think I'm placing one of these guys, and I've been thinking about it, but I don't know exactly where I want to place it. I'm thinking I want to place it either right there, right there.
Get a good view of your board here. I'll make that view 2. Is that going to work? Nope. Was it going to save it? There we go. Camera 2 save. Get Ben's board here. It's camera 3.
Oh, that's probably a good
Camera
idea.
1 is the main board, maybe.
Yeah, I took my pictures and I haven't been using them. All right, I think I'm going to do this because I need the card, but I want the 2 Guardian tiles. Hmm.
Yeah, and you can place that any way you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to place it like this. I'm going to place it like this.
There you go.
Kind of plan. See?
There you go.
So I get 2
man.
Guardian
Yeah, it's gonna be
tiles, a card tile, and a boat tile, right?
Yes. And yeah, that one's really good. So I think I'm going to spend 4 tokens as wilds. So I'm going to spend 4 to be 2 card things. And then I'm going to spend 1 pink fruit to grab this feller. I like his ability a whole bunch. Her ability, sorry, I think that's a her. And then now this one. Okay, so we have 2 new ones out here that we haven't really talked about yet. 26 will allow you to, you only have to pay 1 action tile no matter how many offerings you have on the island. So that's really good. That just makes bonuses or objectives really cheap for you the whole game. And then 18, you get 2 additional points for each guardian that's standing next to a bonfire at the end of the game. So those are both pretty good cards. And that is my turn.
Awesome. What was this card again here? The number 26?
26, this one right here. That one, you only have to pay 1 tile to get tasks from islands, no matter how many. So normally the more tasks you take from an island, the more expensive it gets.
Oh, it's always 1.
Just on that island, though. So,
Just
yeah.
an island. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Well, what do I want to do here?
Oh, I think I messed this up. I think I'm supposed to... this thing.
Oh, yeah. You are supposed to have 2 points.
Well, I put this thing out there, which I assume is the...
Yep.
Yeah. Plus...
The plus 50.
Huh.
I'm hoping I get to use that this game. We'll see.
I don't really find myself in a very good spot. I mean, I guess I still have 1 wild left, but there's so many things I can do. But I also don't want to get a guardian. I guess because I'm too far away, I'd have to spend more to travel to get to the place, right? So I don't really do that. Sailing doesn't do anything very useful right now because I need at least 2. I could get a path tile, but that's not. I mean, that's kind of okay. Or I could get an upgrade to a card.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I really have a good spot to do anything with these.
I'm trying to look. Yeah, that one's not bad at all. Ooh, choices.
Yeah, that's tough. It's supposed to be. If I sail here, right? So I would need a path tile with that symbol. Which might come out. Okay, well, let's try that. So if I do, I don't actually have a token for to pick up any of those up though. Wow, that's really frustrating.
Now, any two tiles can be a wild though. Remember that.
Any 2?
So you can spend any 2 as 1 red.
All right, what's in there? So I guess we'll do sailing, and I'll sail to this island. Right. And then we'll toss a guardian pathway to be, was it the red? So I can pick up this one.
Yeah.
It's been a resource. Oh, but I have to spend a shell, though.
Yeah, you have to spend the blue flower because it's on the island, and then you have to spend a shell because you put one of these out there.
Or 2 gold. Could I do 2 gold instead?
You could do 2 gold, yeah. Gold is wild, so it's, You can spend it for whatever you want.
That,
Oh, you spent one too many. Gold is wild, so it can be one of anything.
oh, I thought it had to be 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
two
All right,
two of any normal resource can be a wild, but 1 gold is wild. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So yeah, okay, so that works. So I can put this on my board on a blue spot. Okay. Do you have to have the pathway first before you have?
No, you can collect them in any order you want.
Okay. Awesome. I think that's it for me.
All right. Well. Many things to do.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. Definitely feels like there's really you have like 5 different, you have like 10 different options on your turn, and like 3 of them are good.
Yeah.
Right? And like, okay, well, how to decide the 2 and 3? I don't know.
Yeah. I kind of want to sail, but I need to spend 2 tokens. I could spend that as a wild. I don't know. I don't have a pathway token, but I will sail. I didn't put this guy away last time. And spend these 2 as a wild one to sail for 2 spaces, and that would count as 1, 2. I could go to the White Guardian Island. Okay. And then I will spend a Guardian token to take a bonus action and take a White Guardian.
Nice.
Got this green room down here all ready to start the show.
Just ready, and then I'll probably never get it completed, but that's all right.
I'm going to place this tile in this spot that I've prepared for it, and
watch us fail.
And get oh goodness, come on. And get 3 guardians, 2 cards, and a boat.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's definitely pretty powerful.
3 guardians, 2 cards, and a boat. There we go.
All right, well, I'm gonna do. I have 1 tile as well, so I'm gonna do. Well, these are called fate tiles, right?
Fate, yeah, fate tiles.
Fate. All right, so it's wrong way. I was rotate the wrong way. So I'm doing this. I'm setting up for a huge bite. Don't worry. Actually, is that really that good? Probably not. Everyone getting close together, right? But that doesn't seem like I have really good. We'll make it work.
Yeah. Now, did you cover a thing? So you'll get a wild action tile as well. So that's good.
Wild. I get a lot of tokens here, so that should be up a little bit. Oh. Get 2 of those. Wild. All right, David, you're up. I kind of like the kind of like I feel like we call it like constraints, like constraintism. Like as engineering, right? You have these constraints. Like there's exactly what it is. Okay, well I have these high constraints. How do I make this work?
Yeah, this is a game that feels more. It doesn't feel as point extravaganza, no restraints, like what you were saying, as some of his other stuff. Like with Castles of Burgundy, you can do like whatever you want. You get points for everything. And this one, it's kind of, you have to think about it and really plan out what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I still think it's bullcrap.
Speaking of planning, I'm doing the putting out the whatever these are called again, and then I'm gonna get 2 bonfires, a wild, 2 boats, and a path.
Dang.
2 boats, a path. Nope, didn't mean to put that in my hand. 2 bonfires and a wild.
Alrighty.
Definitely think I probably messed up with the fate tiles, but we'll make it worse.
So
yeah, you get so many different options with getting so close together like that.
I feel like I'm gonna spend 1 boat to sail. I'm gonna sail to here. I'm gonna sail to here, right here, and I'm gonna spend I guess I'm gonna spend a guardian and a card. Wait, if I go... No. I'm going to spend 2 cards as a... spend 2 cards as a red action thing to take a tile. So I have to spend a green and then a... let's see, what else? A shell, maybe? Yeah, maybe I'll spend a shell to grab this little bonfire tile, and I'll put it out here.
Okay.
All right, and that is my turn.
Awesome. I'm gonna do the bonfire action. Just move 1. Kind of my action, I guess. So, and I'll grab this portal. Oh. I should be able to complete that. Sweet. And take a resource and that took it.
That helped me out because I was going to move it 2. Now I only have to move it 1.
Hey, we're going together against Paul.
That's right. We'll take him down.
He's a semi-cooperative game. Did you know that?
All right, I'm taking this guy, and it almost wants to snap into place. Almost.
Fight the OCD. Fight it.
Like a shell.
Good.
It's my go.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna spend 1 guardian tile to move this 1 guardian 1 space. Flip.
Look at that action.
Flip. There we go. So since I land here, I'm gonna get a gold.
Oh, I
That's my whole action.
Interesting.
There were reasons.
Well, I kind of forgot. We each have our own like guardian color. Is that just kind of like a wild color for?
Yeah. So that's our player color. We can only have 1 guardian of each color, including our player color. So we can each get up to 5 guardians, basically.
So like, but if I want to have my guy, score portal wise, I can have any color I wanted, right?
Right. You can send any guardian to any portal or to any bonfire. You just have to light the bonfire first. So you have to flip this tile over, and then you have to put a portal right here to allow them to cross over, basically.
Oh, but the color of the guardian doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just the
path tile is what needs to match the objective. So you have a blue and a blue objective. So that's going to give you bonus points at the end of the game.
All right. I feel like this might be hard for people who are colorblind.
Yeah, the other, I don't know if there's a symbol with the
It looks a little different on the path tiles shape, but yeah.
You can tell by the point totals which are the lowest, medium, and highest for the objectives, but I don't know about the paths.
Yeah. All right, so what's this? All right, so I will be awesome again, and I will do the bonfire again. I like fires. You know, I'm like a Boy Scout. You know, just fire maniac. Oh, rotate. Actually, that'd go here, wasn't it? Yeah.
Which one?
So it was here.
So it was right here, and then now it goes here. So it only starts right here and on the beginning of the game.
Oh, that's why it's like
yeah. So it goes to the next spot.
So I can take one of these, and I'll take the resource and the guardian token.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Get all those portals, man.
No joke.
Take them all so you guys can get them.
So now it's David's turn.
And that is awesome because that puts me in a position to do the same
Portaling
thing
as well, eh?
Move this just once.
I mean, look at the side of the table we're on. We're on one side, he's on the other side. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. And then I'm going to take the 2 points.
I don't know if you guys have this too. Like, if you own a game, you bring it to game night, or like people come to your house, they make sure you don't win your own game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's always the rule.
It's a cooperative game. You can't win. You can't win a cooperative game.
Can't win. Everyone's got to lose.
All right, I'm spending these two. I'm spending these two as a card, and then I'm going to spend a gold and a 2 of another thing as a wild to buy a card. And I think I'm going to buy this guy, this gnome. Yes. So whenever I flip a Yoda out to the middle, I get a gold.
Oh, that's nice.
This one, so
you can have up to 3
yeah,
tiles.
instead of having 1 tile, you can place when you have 3 left. That's a really good one too.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Give you some
Not
options.
as limited.
If you've been collecting tiles from other aspects, right, you may not be able to use your fate tiles for a very long time.
Yeah, it's.
No. That's my go,
Yeah,
right? So
it's over to you. Trying to decide what I want to do with my peeps.
my peeps.
Yeah.
Peeps.
I guess I'll keep it simple here. I'll yeah, there's so many options. Well, nothing's ever gonna be perfect, so I'll spend 2 card tiles for sailing. I can grab myself. Come to me. And I'm done.
All right. I feel like I need to get a pathway. To get a pathway, I just spin the pathway tile, and then what else do I have to
You just
spend?
pick whatever you want.
Okay.
Not the one I want.
Yeah, you just pick whichever one Ben wants. That's all you do on that action.
Pick whichever one Ben wants. All right, cool. I'm going to take this one.
No, that's fine.
Another one will come out.
Come on, now it won't. Just to line up.
It kind of
There we
snaps
go.
in
It
there a
lined
little
up.
bit.
All right. Yeah,
Some
a little
of them
bit.
do.
Yeah. I need a pathway for all these guardians I've got here.
All right. I think I'm gonna flip a bonfire and bump a Yoda as my action. So on your turn, if you have an objective that you've met, you can flip it to complete it for in-game points and send a Yoda out to the middle. So since I've flipped this bonfire, I get to send this helper out to the middle, and I'm gonna go to this spot, I think right here. So I can't come here again with my color. You can only be in one spot with your color. That doesn't include neutral guys. So I could come and do a neutral guy here again, but once there's a neutral guy there, you can't send another neutral person there. So I've come here and I get to rotate to any spot I want and take the action. Or I could just take 1 point if I wanted to, but I definitely want to take the action. So I think I want to get the little spider portal looking thing, which looks like there's only 2 left. So I think I want to go... Actually, I want to stay where I'm at and get a boat and the spider. And that is my action.
All right. I'm going to go and take... we call it the bonfire action here, and so I'll take a gold, and I'll get that portal I'm missing. And I get a green one. Sweet. Awesome. That's it. So 1 off.
All right. I want to do multiple things, but I can only do one thing. Let's see here.
Those sweet restrictions. Teasing Euro players since 2000.
I could do that.
I know what that guy does.
That would be expensive.
Fate area. That's not bad. Dang. That would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's not too bad.
But then I don't have that, so maybe I should do that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend a wild... Oh, no, I can't. I can't do it. All right, I'm going to get a card. What does this one do
That one
again?
gives you an extra 2 points at the end of the game for every guardian that you've moved to a bonfire.
Got it. And then this
That
one
one
is...
you get two
get
gold every
double
time you
the-
move to that first spot on your path. So like you have 3 guardians. So every time you end your movement with a guardian right here, you're going to get 2 gold instead of 1.
That could be good
It's a pretty
for me.
strong. I mean, all the cards are good. It just depends on if you're set up to benefit from it, which you have 3 guardians that haven't moved yet, so that's not a bad thing. Or since you have so many guardians, this one just straight up lets your guardians each move a step farther. That's really good too.
Right.
And that, I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, I kind of want to get. I want to get another thingamajigger, another bonfire action, but I don't have the tiles to do it. So I'll spend the card tile and two. Actually, and I'll spend my wild tile, and then I'll spend one root to get this guy here to hopefully get me some gold.
Okay.
Solid.
Whale. I could do that. That wouldn't be bad. Okay, so I've got one tile left, so I think I'm going to go down here and I'm going to flip this bad boy like that and do that, which will give me 2 paths and 2 portal things and a boat.
I'll go ahead and spend a path token. I'll grab the one I want, the flower here, so I can. I've met this objective, right? Because I have a flower path. I just have to actually take an action.
On your next turn, you can flip it and activate that bonus.
Oh, is there an action tile for that?
That's just a free. So the things that you can do on your turn as an action, you can either place another fate tile if you meet the restrictions. You can play one of your action tiles to do any of these actions, or you can flip a bonfire that you've met.
Okay, so I have no tiles left other than my random ones. So can I do the fate tile
on your
now?
next turn, did you just take an action?
Okay. Yeah, I basically took it to get
so
the
then
path,
on your next turn,
right?
you could place another fate tile, would be an action.
Okay. Or I could complete this and get.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Putting it down.
All right. All right.
What does that card say? Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so I'm going to sail, obviously, because all I have is 2 sail tiles. That's it.
You can also spend those 2 sail tiles to do something else.
Well, that's true. I could. That doesn't do me any good. Oh, I never replaced the path tile that I took.
Oh, that was me.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Blame me.
Are these the same color? Or am I just losing
They do look a
mind?
little different to me.
Probably both, but
they look different to me. Right. So I'm going to spin these 2 sail tiles as a path tile. Shoot. I just don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. We're just gonna play it. We're just gonna do it. Path tile, and I'm gonna take a red one. I'm gonna take a red one with this guy. There we go. And that's me.
All right. I am going to spend, let's see here, I need, I could, if I spent 2, I could get the one that I'm needing, I think. Is that the one I'm needing? No, I need a different one. Okay, so instead of doing that, I'm going to spend one sailboat. Oh, my bad. I never gained my gold when I sent my gnome to the middle. I should have done that, and I did not do that. I took that card so I would get a gold. So I'm gonna spend one sailboat to go from here to here, and I'm going to spend these 2 path tiles as a collect a thing tile, and I'll spend the gold and the leaf to get a tile. Gold and the leaf, and I will get this tile right here and put it right here. And that is my turn.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna complete an action here. All right, so I get 2 points right away for that.
Mm-hmm.
On the board.
Ruby, let's see. Is that true, David? Is tomorrow the day the Book of Adventures starts?
I believe we don't know yet for sure. Like, there's something going to be announced.
Yeah, Ignazi posted something on Facebook that said there's some type of an announcement.
Yeah, and it could be that, but I don't know for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure it's Robinson Crusoe legacy.
Yeah, that is true.
You can die on the island more. Of course, it wouldn't matter because you can die at any of these.
That's right. And your legacy game starts over every single time.
Goodness.
So I'm gonna do this one, Paul. I guess I get 2 gold and a wild.
Yeah, you get 2 gold and then a wild tile.
Awesome. Do wild tiles count towards? They don't count towards your minimum to get.
They do.
Put out fade tiles.
Yeah, they do count.
Oh, they do. Okay.
That's
I've
okay.
been breaking that then.
Until
right,
you
cool.
win, and then it's not okay. Just kidding.
We shall see. Okay, I'm done. I got a gold. I'm rich.
I mean, even if you don't win, if you hoard a lot of gold, you kind of win in most historical situations. You have the most gold. You win, you know?
That's right. It's true.
You know, I'm gonna go to the bank and just put in deposit gold bars. Yeah.
Does this count as 3 together? Do they have to be in a line? Or can
No, they don't have to be in a line.
As long as they're grouped together, I think it's okay.
Okay. So that means I get 3 bonfires.
And that also counts for objectives too. So like if you look at the one objective that I completed, it was have 3 guardians touching each other. Mine are not in straight line. They can be in whatever way they want.
Got it. Okay.
I see. Hey, you actually might be able to do that one objective up here where you have to have 3 ships and 3 bonfires.
Yeah, there's a few different ones that I was. So there's other ones that are. Yeah, there's other ones that are more difficult. Like this one is 3 red ones and 3 green ones together. So like there's also middle difficulty ones that require that, or there's.
Yeah, like do these have to actually be next to each other? Is that the requirement, or just have 2 groups of 3?
I believe that's just 2 groups of 3, but let me double check the rules.
Okay, that'd be hard to put 6 of these things together. I tried the rule book. I couldn't seem to find that very well.
They don't need to be adjacent, so it's just 2 of those groups together.
All right.
All
That's
right.
good.
Is it over to me? Okay.
Yes, it is.
So I am going to spend. No, I don't need that one. I need. Where is the one that I need? I need the one with the weird. Oh man, I need the one where I'm already at. So if I go 1, 2, 3. Darn it.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I mean, I could... Bummer. I could do... Well, you know, I could just go to the next... because I can place them wherever I want to. So I think I'm going to go... I'm going to spend 1...
Ew. Ruby says Ignazi said Monday that Book of Adventures gets
Whoa.
announced tomorrow, and that 51st State might be on Tabletopia soon.
Ruby, when did you
Yeah,
wrestle the keys to the secret vault from David and sneak in and read all the secrets?
I think he brought up about it last time. Yeah, on Monday he talked about it, right? But I thought there was some kind of special announcement in addition to the Kickstarter. I'm wondering if he has. You know, Ignacy likes having things up his sleeve and throwing them down and be like, boom.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I'm
There's,
like it's
there's-
the Robinson Crusoe app or something. Like it's ready to
there's
go.
special stuff with the Kickstarter that I actually do know about, but I can't say anything about. But Book of Adventures
Like,
is getting announced.
All right, that's my turn. I went to the bonfire thing.
oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Would.
Yeah, I would. You know it.
Mm-mm. That's so close. Okay. I'll spend a wild for sailing, and I'll come to this island. I'll spend another wild to grab this, and I'll spend a gold to pay for the shell and so I need that. And this goes here. So that's pink and pink, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those are different shades though. Oh, that drives me nuts. My eyes. Is that really pink? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, it looks like there's pink and red.
Now I understand now. Yeah. All right. So I only have 3 gold now, so eventually when I get extra gold, I can try to complete this. And okay. I feel so poor. 3 gold.
Huh.
I need to get some objectives real bad, but I don't have the tiles to do it.
So if I play 2 guardian tiles at once, can I move one? Can I move each one, or is it like just one, 2?
So when you play 1 guardian tile, you can move every guardian you have 1 space.
Yeah.
If you play 2 guardian
Oh.
tiles, you can move every guardian you have up to 2 spaces. The only rule is you just can't land on a space where there's already a guardian. So you can only have 1 guardian per space.
Oh, okay. I'll just like 1. Okay. So it's probably a good idea to spend at least 1 first and then get them separate. And then move them.
Yeah. Now the tricky thing
separated.
is though, if you spin 1, you're going to move this guy 1, and then he's going to block the previous. The other one can't move 1 space because he's blocking that spot. So if you spin 2, then you could go 1, 2, and then 1, and then you would be able to get a shell and a gold for those guardians landing on those 2 spots.
And so that takes me 2 guardian tiles to do that, or if you just spend 1, you just
Right,
move 1 guy 1
unless
space.
they're already out on the path. Like if this guy's already right here, and you spin 1, he can go 1, and this person can go 1. It's just the initial movement 1 would block the next in the conga line there.
All right. I spent 3 bonfire tiles to move the bonfire thing and take a thing.
All right.
Ooh, you move to. I might want that one.
Well, I am going to spend 1 bonfire tile to move to this bonfire spot and take this one and another fruit.
Okay, so I need to get some more tiles here. So what should I do? Huh. A lot of options. I take some guardian tokens, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. So I gotta prepare for that, don't I? The, the path tiles don't seem that great. I guess eventually you have to spend two to get them right. So the next one I have is one.
Yeah,
but
the
then
first
rest are
three
two.
that you buy are 1. The last 3 that you buy are 2.
I don't like my situation all right now at all.
Neither do I, because I have no idea what I'm doing or going for.
Yeah, these tiles are like they're a game within themselves. Like just getting them positioned right, and
Yeah.
it'd be easier if it was actually like I had it like at my I could have like hold them. Having rotate a mouse is a little more difficult. Don't like that either. My brain. I feel like you guys have like this nice compact version of your fate tiles. Mine are all like spread out, and I think like, losing tiles this way. But I don't really have a good. I don't really see a better way. The fact you can rotate these in so many different ways just messes my mind.
Sorry.
Your dog walking on your floor sounds like somebody beatboxing.
Sounds like
Yeah, a
somebody
little bit.
who just had really long fake nails is walking on their hands on my floor. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like she's just like click, clack, click, clack. Or if somebody just had like really fake nails put on their toes. That's what it sounds like where my dog.
Over the microphone, it sounds like somebody going.
I swear, he gets up every day at like 5 in the morning to go and drink water, and he just goes click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, and wakes you up every morning. You're like, I can't go back to sleep.
Okay, I
He's
think
a
I'm
good
good.
pup.
So, tile place. I have my weird situation here.
He's up for his nightly wander.
Oh, Nazi went live on Monday, and Ruby saw it.
Oh yeah, that
Sweet.
I didn't get to watch it
Designing.
this week because I was on a video call. I need to go back and watch that video.
It was a pretty good one
Yeah.
this week. I enjoyed
They're
it.
always pretty entertaining.
All right. I'm trying to think of what to do, but I just everything I do is dictated by what tiles I have. That's just all I've been doing.
Master Beats
Now I
is
need to
walking
do
behind me.
something else. Yeah.
Hashtag Robinson
That doesn't
Crusoe
do me
Legacy
You don't really have-
Legs. Uh-oh, Ruby's cats wake her up at 3 a.m. That's the witching hour, Ruby.
Oh no. Yeah. Woken up at 3:30 the last 2 days in a row, and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought I might as well get to work.
Oh
I guess.
no.
Just started working like 4 in the morning.
Well, it's probably like
No, see, I sleep.
that's probably those are early office hours for your Polish friends.
They are actually. I ended up having a conference call where we were supposed to have it at like 8 a.m. and I told the guy, I was like, if you want to do earlier, I'm up. We can. Because I was having a call with a guy from
Oh, man.
Belgium.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I guess I could sail because I need to grab some stuff, but
Ooh.
I can't yet. So I'm gonna spend these 2 as a sail tile.
Okay.
Sail. But I don't have the stuff to grab a thing yet. 2 boats can be at the same island,
Yes.
right or no?
Yeah, there's no limitation. Although you did just crash into the ocean and
coming in.
die. That is, you instantly lose the game
Oh,
if that happens because your sailors
no.
drown. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. My guy's drowned.
Dexterity game right there.
Yep.
It's the one thing that
Game of
surprisingly
the year.
tested really well in playtesting. Everybody loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
They were
I
they
love
were
it,
like
too.
seems
It's
balanced.
great.
We like it.
Actually,
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, so you went sailing. All right.
Yep, I
well,
went
I'm
sailing.
going to I think go. If I go right there, so the only problem is I'm now to the point where I didn't plan as well for the actions. Unless if I like maybe if I go. No, I just. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I could go. That might work out. If I go here. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Maybe if I go here. And then on my next turn, I could flip it. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so I get 2 boats, a path, and a red thing. Yeah, buddy. It's all coming together. It's all happening.
Man, this is. I'm gonna have a hard time moving all my guardians around.
Yep.
It's really expensive, I think. I guess there's a token. I can get a card to make it better.
Oh, yeah, Moloch. Moloch
Yeah.
is going to start pretty soon as well. That's cool.
Yes, they're almost here.
I'm looking forward to check my mailbox when it's ready. Also, the giant box. Too. I
Man.
want that big boy.
I'm so ready for all the big boxes that are happening. I want the Hiroshima big box. I want the Imperial Settlers big box. I've already got it ready to go. Like my broken token insert, I'm going to move it over to my 51st State box for the Imperial Settlers, and then I'm going to move all my Imperial Settler stuff into the big box. Ah, it's going to be so great.
Yeah, I haven't said yet. Robinson Crusoe big box.
That's true. You need more death in your life. Fill that
David
box with
Smile.
death.
Take all the stuff from treasure
You
chest
just
and put it in the big
you open the
box.
box up, there's a mouse trap in there.
A little puff of gas. You're like, oh, it's so thematic. Ugh, it's old
Yeah.
crypt air. No,
Good
no.
time. All right, I guess I'm gonna do a sail action. And we'll sail down here. I'm gonna pick up. Is that to pick up this tile? This should be a fun one. I think I can
Holy
do this because it's
cow.
cover the edges of your board, and I'm like right there.
Cover both the edges. That's tough because you have
No.
to place adjacent. That's a tough one.
And well, for me, it's not bad, right? Because I placed so
Or
terribly.
well. You're going to be able to get 8 points. That's
That was
not
a
bad
fail.
at all.
Well, the problem is I'm not scoring these at all.
Well,
I
you
guess I'll do my
do. You
first-
score them. So like you get
Oh,
you get these
I
2
already have 2
points. But
points.
the cool thing is that if you like you see this little spot right here, this guy, it says like, what does that say? 2 point. I honestly I can't read that.
It's okay.
Anyway,
2.
you get the
I
point
can't either.
value. If you move your guardian down here, you also get the point value for this spot right here. So yeah, and then you also get
okay.
extra points if the colors match, which your colors matched as well. So you get points for completing these, but then you also get points.
So for some reason, I thought I wouldn't score these unless I had a
No,
guardian
you'll score
on top
more
of
points
them.
if you
So-
do that.
But okay. So even if I don't have a portal here, I can still. I
Yes,
still
you just
score
can't
these
get a
points.
guardian across if you don't have a portal.
And then, so I picked that up. So I had to spend. Looks like whatever
Little
that
mandrake.
symbol is, and then because I can't find shells anywhere. Seaweed.
Which is really ironic. I mean, you're sailing all around the ocean.
You should be able to find
Yeah.
some shells.
was one of those things like I went to Hawaii on a honeymoon and like we wanted to find some shells on the beach. None. Like the whole time we were there. Like not even fragments. So, like I'm wondering if maybe it's just like there's just some shells in
It's
that
because all
area
the
or something.
clams and
That
hermit crabs are like,
or-
yeah, we need them. We're not just leaving them around. That's my house.
My house. Cool. Yeah. All right, cool.
It's like you're not just going to find an abandoned
All
my
right.
house in my neighborhood either.
Yeah. All right. I need tiles, so I'm gonna place one of the things, but I don't know which one to place. I think I'll place this one.
Let's get a random one.
All right, I should probably think about what I want to do
Give
on
me-
the next turn.
3 boats, a red thing, and a path. Three boats, a red thing.
So when you get these objective tiles, you don't have to have a path there, right? You can just put it there and
Yes.
eventually get a path to it. Okay, I'm seeing all this, trying to get this to line up, but then I'm like, I probably won't be able to do all this before. So, all right.
All right,
All
that's
right,
me.
I am going to. If I go 1, 2, and then okay, so I'm gonna flip this objective tile, which will give me a gold. I don't want to forget that this time. And then I can go to any one of these spots. So I think I'm gonna pick the. I think I'm gonna pick the one that gets me a free guardian. And I'm going to pick the gray guardian. Right there. Stop the yawning. I'm sorry, Ruby. I'm so tired all the time. That's what I have young children. Last week, Don was like, Don was posting in our Discord group. He's like, Paul, you look tired. Are you okay? And I'm like, no, this is just always how I look with bad lighting. It's all lighting tricks and good cameras normally. I'm always dark-eyed.
All right, so it's my go. All right. Oh, I moved the dial.
Oh no. What have you done?
I think we're good. Not my fault.
You monster.
Tabletopia didn't prevent me from being stupid. All right. I guess I'll complete this 4 gold objective. Hey, 4 points. I'm winning.
Dang, brother.
All right. So let's see. What are my options here? So I can move a guardian.
Yeah,
anywhere
these
I
are all
want.
really good.
That's an option. I'm trying to be like.
It's just really powerful versions of any action, right? So like you can move a guardian as far as you want. You can pick any path tile you want. You can pick any card for free. So that's a really strong one too. You can go to any bonfire space. You can sail to any island. Place another fate tile, even if you have more than one.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
They're
that's
all
actually
really
not too
strong.
bad for me, to be honest. Oh, is it any fate tile I have? I can set the top and the bottom. I can pick anyone I want.
I think it just means you can. Let me check. Actually, I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, that's a good question because I mean,
I think it is. Let me go see. I think it's just place one without having to have one, but let me double check. Ignite a bonfire. Where are the bonus things? You gain page 14, appendix. So 14 says immediately place the next fate tile and gain an action tile as usual. Gain action tiles as usual. You don't need to discard any excess action tiles or gain 1 point. You don't need to discard any excess action tiles?
It sounds like you could do it whenever you want. You just have to discard down to a certain amount. That seems weird.
I don't think you have to discard action tiles normally. Unless I'm mistaken, because we've been playing it way wrong if you do.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still hard, but
there's a maximum number of action tiles.
Oh, okay. So it says in order to perform this action, you can have no fewer than 1 action tiles left in your personal supply. You can discard any excess action tiles at any time that you want to. So basically you can discard any action tiles to get down to 1 at any time if you want to on your turn. The rulebook just says it doesn't suggest doing that because you're wasting actions if you do that.
Making Stefan Feld.
Yeah, I'd forgotten. I never do that just because. Now, I guess if you just have a handful of actions that you really just don't want to do, you could discard down to 1 and place another fate tile. There's probably situations where that would be beneficial because, like this card out here, for instance, gives you a point for every fate tile that you've placed. So maybe you just want to load up on fate tiles and get 8 or 9 points. Who knows?
Yeah, trying to decide what would be good here. I think like an extra guardian it would be nice, but the problem is I still need to build my portals down. There's so many things. I need to do like 3 different things at once.
Yeah.
So when you pull a guardian through the portal, how many points is that? Is that just based on the spots here?
Yeah, it's based on the spots for the...
Nope.
I'm going to have to pull out the actual board. I'm sorry. I can't see.
Yeah,
hold on.
It's terrible.
I've got the actual game right here. Let me pull it out. Ooh. I don't know why this one was pretty cheap to buy. It's a good game. I like it. I'm always a Stefan Feld fan.
If I look for sale, I'll probably get it.
It also has a fun solo mode, so I'm going to try and stream that on the channel at some point.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Let's see here. So,
there's a lot of forward thinking here to like.
Let me see. I actually need to pull out one of the little player board things. Yeah, so the first one is 2 points, the second one's 3, so it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. So the farther out you go, the more points your guardian is worth if he's standing next to a bonfire.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so like I have this ability where I can place the portals really in any order that I want to, which is great, but the only downside of that is if I move a guardian right here, it's gaining the least powerful benefit. So it's kind of it's nice, but it's also kind of not as good.
Okay, so is there a spot to move anywhere on the bonfire I want? Like
yes.
This one here?
This one right here.
Let's do that one then. So,
scroll wheel does it,
yeah. That one. So I'll grab this. Is there any cool bonus for getting all the portals done?
Yes, there is. It's one of these. It's this one right here. If you get 7 portals, you get one of the medium or neutral guys. And also, so at the end of the game, if you have done any of these things, even if you didn't send the guy to the middle, you gain a bonus for it. So for instance, if you have 4 goals out on the board, you get 4 extra points. Or no, 7 goals, I think. You get 4 extra points, even if they're not completed. If you have 7 completed goals at the end of the game, you get 7 points. Yeah, if you have all of your portals, you get 4 points. All of your paths, you get 4 points.
Okay, so that's my. I just did that and then did the bonfire action for that bonus.
Alrighty.
That's it.
All right, I'm going to sail again and pick up a objective since I don't have any.
Oh wow, you don't? Oh dang.
No, I don't. I'm telling you, I've been playing this terribly. All right, so I want to pick up this guy because I've already completed it. If I've already completed it, do I get to flip it, or is that an action to flip it?
An action.
Okay. So, spin around, and I pay one of my offerings. Does it have to be the offering of
the island, and then one of your tiles. Yeah,
One
so
of
you
my
have to pay a blue
tiles,
flower
okay.
and then one of your choice.
Tile and blue flower. Okay. All right. So I did that.
All right.
That's my turn.
I am spending 2 boats to go 1, 2 spaces up here. And I'm going to spend a gold. I'm going to spend 1 red action tile, a gold, and a fruit to get this bonus tile right here.
Nice.
That is my turn.
Okay, what do I want to do here? Get that one. Dang, it's on. My brain. I'll spend the 2 cards. I'll do this one and grab. So it's 2 card actions and a resource. I'll grab the card that helps me with Guardians by +1.
Okay.
I think it'll work. Maybe. We'll see. I need to do the rules on that, on Guardian movement.
I'm going to spend these 2 sailed tokens as a bonfire action. Grab this guy. And 2 more points. Wait. Yeah, 2 more points.
All right. So I'm going to spend this path tile to get a path tile. And I will get this one right here. And put, nope, not that one. A red one. My bad. That is my action.
Mm-hmm.
Let me replace this.
All right, so
What does that card do?
Which
Ruby
card?
Wants to know. The card that I think you just
Oh,
got.
so
Ben.
wait, Ben. Which one did you get? This one? Oh, that one's great. This one just lets all of your guardians move 1 extra space, which is really nice.
yeah, so if I spend 1, I can get it.
And I think if all the tiles show a crystal of the same color, you can place these 4 tiles under the draw pile and refill the display. So we have that happen. So we have all gold tiles. So we're going to get rid of these and put 4 new ones
That's
out.
good.
There we go. Real
Nice. Real nice.
Oh, dang.
It
Who's
is your
turn is it now?
turn.
Okay. Okay, I thought I should get more guardians before I start moving stuff around, but that seems quite difficult right now. So let's try this. So I'll move a guardian token. Actually, can I spend my wild, right? So I can move 3 and then. Yeah. We'll spend 1. So I can move both 2 then. So I can start with one of them. So I could go there, and then I could just do 1.
And
here.
you're going to gain both of those resources.
Yeah. I finally found a shell.
There you go.
It happened. I have a lot of gold. I
So you have 5
gold.
shells, really.
Yeah, that's right. I can buy them. All right, cool. That was simple enough. So,
All right. So I have 3 boats and 3 bonfires together, which means I can
Dang,
flip
yeah,
this,
that's a
right?
good one.
Okay. So I'm flipping that one, and I'm sending this guy out to the spot that lets me go to any bonfire
Very cool.
space, which I'm going to go to this bonfire space and get my 7th bonfire,
oh wow, look
or
at
my
you.
7th
Nice.
thing.
So
I thought I
let
was doing
me
pretty.
check on timing. I think you can do that again, actually. So the bonus action consists
Okay.
of 1 neutral novice. You have to fulfill one of the common tasks. Let's see. You may perform the bonus action any number of times in your turn in addition to your normal action. So if you might have completed like
nice.
something that gave you multiple common tasks, but that one you can do it again. So you get to go to another spot, and you can go to like the same spot if you want to, because there's no neutral assistant there yet. So
Right. Is there a spot that lets me take a path
Yes.
card?
right here. Yep.
That's this right here, right? Okay, so I'm going to take this guy, put him there, and get a path tile, and get... which one do I want?
Tis a good question.
Let's go with... Why not? Start moving my guardians.
No joke. Yeah, and we've
my
got
plan.
we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 4 away from triggering the game, and this is going to start happening pretty quick. So let's see here. All right, did you pick a path? All right, so
Yep,
I'm going to
done.
place my next fate tile. So I'm going right there. So I've got 3 cards, 3 boats, and 2 things.
Not
3
bad, man.
cards, 3 boats, and then 2 red things. So that is over to you, Ben. Ah, come on.
Okay. Mine is less cool. I'm gonna place a tile, and I'm probably just gonna get. Rotate that. Is that how I want to do it? I don't. Sure. I won't think about it too much. All right. So I get a wild, a guardian. Bonfire, and go wild here. Awesome.
All right. I'm going to place this here so that I can get 3 guardians, a tile card, and a card tile,
All right.
whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm spending these 2 reds as a bonfire. And I'm going to go... Oh, no. Put it in the wrong bag. And I'm going to go 1 space. And I will get 2 points and this portal right here. Ah, come on. No, nope. Come on. And there we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yep. There we go. That's my turn.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. All right, I'll spend path token and I'll grab this blue one here. If I can get it to. There it goes. Yay. Easy enough.
All right. And if I spend 2 guardian tokens, I can move all my guardians up
Yes.
to 2 spaces.
Yeah.
But I really can only move 2 guardians.
Yeah, you can do
No,
two
you can
in
move
one.
all. Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
If you did 3,
Yeah,
then
so you
do
could
3, 2, 1,
spend.
and
You
get-
could spend. No, you have 3, so you could spend 3 and move all 3 up
Yeah.
to 3, basically.
Okay. So this would count as 1, 2, 3. I can't get one down to here yet.
You could spend a 4th. You could spend 2 as a wild and do 4.
Oh, you have to expand. You have to spend extra movement to get them
Yeah,
down to those
You do.
bonfires.
So
Oh.
let's see here. Let me just
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
good.
I'm
let
going
me
to
make
spend
sure
my
you can
2.
do that. But I believe you can spend as many as you. I don't think you're limited at 3. Let's see here.
Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3 on the player aid.
And 3 for sure, and possibly
It says
these
pay
2
1
as a
or
4th.
more action tiles. All your guardians may advance as many steps forward on the path as you have paid tiles. So it doesn't.
Okay. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Oh, hey, Don.
4.
Yawn. Yeah, I know. We're
Yay.
playing a Euro game. Yawn, right? Stefan Feld.
2. But I want to move the sky 1 because I want to get 2 gold for moving right there. But I will get leaf and 2 gold.
Pretty good.
Man.
I was thinking about this, like, even if I got all the portals at the end, I still like don't want to put my guardian in the lowest spot because it seems kind of wasteful. I'd rather have the guardians that come down later on the road. But I guess if the game's gonna end soon, I at least can pop more in real quick.
Yeah, I mean.
I guess you get this bonus, right, for having all 7 portals.
Yeah, you could have the bonus. Yeah, if you can fill out anything. So, like for me, I think what I'm.
But Dave
What's up?
already has that bonus. Like, well, he got the
Yeah,
the extra.
but at the end of the
Yoda,
game,
right?
you can get those 4 points too. Yeah.
I'll still get.
Don, I did not lose power. David did for a while, I think.
Yeah, for 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah. It was fun, let me tell you.
Quotes.
It came on, it would come on at night. We were having rolling blackouts, so it would roll off all day long during the day, and then it would be on at night, so at least the heater came on.
Oh, so
which,
you were
that
you
was-
were one
that
of the
was
few
good.
people that it was actually working as intended then, because they were.
No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be
okay.
every 4 hours, 4 hours on, 4 hours off. So it wasn't working as intended, but
They
it
were
was
supposed to
actually
do
rolling.
quote rolling blackouts, but what would happen is people would just lose power for 4 days. It would just never come back on. So it
Yeah.
just rolled and then stopped.
Yeah.
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 Of course, your pipes
Yeah.
freeze then, right? And then, yeah, I saw some nasty pictures of like people's toilets freezing or like, yeah. Ugh.
It was rough. Texas is not prepared for
One,
winter.
two- actually, okay.
It was
Gosh.
rough times.
So I paid 2. I need to move 3. Okay, so I am going to pay. I paid 4 boats, and I'm going to pay these 2 cards for 3 guardian action tiles, horribly inefficiently. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And that is my turn. Yeah, Don, this one has lots of fiddly bits, and I want to play this game with you at some point. We need to set up a game for this. Oh, Ruby was without water for a couple. See, for me, oh man, that's so tough. I don't know which would be harder, being without water or power. Like, the power was brutal because it was so cold. But if you lost the power, you can bundle up. You can kind of, if you have a fireplace, like there are ways to try and stay warm. If you have candles and a clay pot, like there are ways that you can kind of heat up a room. But that without water is brutal, especially because everybody went out and bought all the bottled water anywhere. Like, people made a run on the stores.
My nurse at my doctor's appointment today is in her 8th day without water.
Good grief.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine being the crew, like having to fix pipes?
Mm-mm.
They're probably working 24/7.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No joke.
I feel like I have all these resources. Yeah, I can't find a way to spend them very easily.
Yeah, that's kind of my experience too. I've got tons of resources.
So you got to be buying these cards, friends. Also buying the tasks takes a lot of your resources.
Yeah.
The only problem is you don't get points for them, right? Unless you complete them. So like buying a task doesn't seem worthwhile.
Right. You do need to try and complete it if you can, but sorry, scratching my mic. So I went. Did you go, Ben?
So I went ahead and did a portal action, and I grabbed.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And then David, is it over to you?
I guess it's over to me then.
All right.
I should buy a card. What cards are going to score me things?
These score you points up here. So
this right here is going to score me some
that
points.
Would give you 7 points.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I've got all 7 of those, so I'll spend a card token and 2 leaves.
Hmm.
And get this guy.
You've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that actually gets you the most points on the board from what you have currently. All right, over to me.
Yes, so.
Yes.
I'm going to flip this and send this Yoda, which is going to give me a gold. And I'm going to go to this spot. Where's the spot that I'm looking for?
7 Yodas then.
I want to go to this spot right here, which gets me a free card. And I think you don't have to pay for it. Gain 1 special. Oh, 1 specialist for free? I can't do an elder. Oh, bummer. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
You can't just take free points.
So there's actually only 5 voters.
I wish I could. I wish I could. So I'm going to take the specialist. So this would get me 4 points. This would allow me to buy cards with any resource. So that would be really nice. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to do this one, which just lets me buy cards with any resource. So that's me.
I'm gonna travel. What would be good here? Complete one more. Let's see here. I guess, yeah, if you complete a Yoda, you can just get 1 bonus point, I guess. So, that's not terrible. or 1 point per.
Oh, man.
Huh. So this bonus here is this bonus move all your guardians or just one move one guardian?
I think that's move one anywhere you want.
Okay. And then this one is you get when you actually grab a guardian. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm
good
gonna
call, Ruby. Good call. I forgot to replace the card.
I'll complete a Yoda here then.
Oh, 1.
And I'll get 8 points for that.
Oh, that's cool. This one breaks the rules where you can put as many guardians on a single tile as you want.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So how many do we have out here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're 2 away from triggering.
What's mine?
All right, does that mean? Or are you still?
I guess I'll grab a guardian then, and we'll go ahead and grab one way over the other side of the board. You know, because why not? Okay.
All right. I need more tiles.
You're running low, man.
This has been poorly executed. We get 2 card tiles, a boat, and a red thing. 2 card tiles, a boat, red thing.
All right. Was that you?
Yep.
All right, I'm spending a card and 2 resources to gain an Elder. And I'm going to gain the Tile Elder because that's the one that'll give me the most points.
I think you just grab that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to give me the points. Give me 6 points.
Make me lose.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's just the most points I could get for a card.
I want to say because that's because you both got a pretty big bonus on those elders. I don't really have a good elder to really get.
Yeah.
I guess I can get 4. That's not terrible. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that then. But I would need to have. Is it 2 of the same resources, or I can I can throw a gold?
You can do a gold,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. So I'll throw those away. And wild again. I'll grab that one. That's 4.
Yep, and I might as well do the same thing. And
Take your point grab.
which one am I going to grab? I don't know. I guess the Elder one that gives me 3 points. That may be the most points I can get.
For you, currently, you got 1, 2, 3 Guardians. So yeah, it's 3. It's
3 Guardians.
3 either way.
Guardians, I mean.
Three's the most.
Yeah, 3 or 3 for the points. Yeah.
I need to
There we go.
Okay. All right, I'm going to place this tile right here. I'll get a gold. I'll get 4 of the things. And then 3 bonfires. Nope, not a boat. A bonfire. My bad. 3 bonfires and then 1 red one. Got some tiles to do some stuff.
Okay. It's my go here. So if I do a guardian action with a wild with my card, I can move all of the 3. right?
So Cash Slam says you need 10 points. Yellow needs 10 points from Elder cards.
Oh, he has. Yeah,
Do you
it's-
score
Yeah,
Elder
yeah,
cards
you
right
do.
away?
Did you not score them? Yes,
Oh, I
you
know, I
score
haven't
those right
scored 'em
away.
yet.
Good call, Cash Lamb. I did not notice that.
Oh, okay.
And Don, they do
so
look
I
like
need
the
10
priest from
points.
Luna. I've never played Luna, but I have it, and they do very much. They look like those little. They probably just use the same meeples.
Oh, my. I'm gonna revolve my guardians. So I what was it 1, 2, and I can pull them in.
Yeah. Okay.
So all 3 are in. I figured
I
it was
guess-
gonna end soon.
I guess you can't sail to the same island that you're at, huh? Unless you spend 3 tokens.
No, but you can take an action. What are you wanting to do?
Oh, I can
Yeah,
take an
that's
action.
just
right,
a bonus
right.
action that you
I just
can do
wanna- I
if you
just wanna-
sail there.
The bonus
Okay.
You can repeat and
attack.
do the same action again if you're already there.
Yeah, I just want to grab a. I just want to grab a thing from the island
Okay.
that I'm on. 4 points for having
So-
3 cards.
Since you are grabbing something from an island that you're already on, you have to use more tiles. So it takes two.
Okay.
It takes 2 red tiles instead of 1, since you already have an offering tile there. So you could use those other 2 as a wild if you wanted to. Yeah, there you go.
I'll do it. I don't want to,
Yeah.
but it's 4 points. 4 points is 4 points. All right, and then my offering tile is. I spend whatever resources is my offering tile.
Yes,
Correct?
what's on the island and then what's on your offering tile, which you can do gold for both if you want.
Yeah, I can. And it doesn't matter, so I'll just do that.
Man, I'm trying to see what would get me the most points. Let's see here. Okay. So honestly, I think what might get me the most points is if I go and buy. Okay, so because David got the card that would have given me 6 points, but I can get a card that'll give me 4 points. So I'm gonna go and spend. I'm gonna spend 1.
Big secret. That's the reason I got that
It's
card.
okay. That's a smart reason to do it. I'm gonna spend 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend 1 of these as a card and 1 of these as a card, and then I'm gonna spend this gold as a gold, and then buy this one right here, which will give me 4 points. And that also fills out the 6 cards. So that gets me this guy. And I will send him it to this one. Where's the Guardian? Does the Guardian one have a neutral guy on it already? Is that the Guardian? That's the Guardian one, right? Yeah, so I'll send a neutral to the Guardian one and get a Guardian. And I will get a... I already have a gray. I'll get a pink Guardian. 1, 2. I need 2 more.
So I have the exciting turn where I have basically I have the chip icon, a ship. So I'm gonna be
Alright,
putting a
so
tile
1,
down
2, 3,
to get something
4,
here.
7, 8, 9.
I
We're 1
can't get
away.
a wild either, can I?
Oh man! And when you're 1 away, basically there's a countdown timer that starts, and we each get 5 turns basically before the game's over. And there's an interesting mechanism in this game where you can pass out early of the round and get as many points as are showing on the countdown token. But that means you don't get any more turns for the rest of the game. So it's like you have to balance, because if you pass out early, it's like I get 5 points, but then you don't get 5 extra turns. It's like a, yeah, it's interesting.
That is interesting.
I like it. Yeah, so the thing was I just put a tile down. So very
It's all
boring.
good. Over to you, David.
All right. I'm going to flip this and trigger the end game.
Ooh, neaters.
And where's the one where I can put a guardian
Right
wherever
here.
I want?
Alright.
Right here. Because I want to put this guardian from over here all the way over here.
Yeah,
All right, so I have gathered the end game tiles. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to take a turn, and then I'm going to pass this token to Ben, and then if he takes a turn, he's going to pass it to you, David, and if it gets back to me, it goes out of the game. But either one of y'all can, if you want to, pass and just get 5 points, or the next time I pass you a 4, you can get 4 points, 3 points, however many you want to do. But
but every time it goes around.
yeah, this is just a countdown timer that shows you how many turns do I have left before the game's over. So I am taking my 5th from the last turn. I'm going to spend these 2 guardian tiles. Go over here and put them in the bag, and it doesn't matter. I'll just put them over here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and that's my turn.
And how many points do you get for moving your guardians
So
again?
it depends on the farther away they go, the better. Uh-oh. It shows Ben went offline.
Oh,
Oh.
it does.
What happened, Ben? I
It
can
was
hear
okay,
you.
Bad.
Now he's frozen. Oh, wait, now he's not.
We should just we should troll him. Oh, now he's got a weird filter on. He looks like a dog. What's going on, Ben? Oh, man.
Oh, it's crazy. Are you a kitten?
Like that Zoom
an
call where
actual
the person
kitten?
was a cat for the entire time. Good call, Don. Yeah, take all of his resources.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll wait for you to reconnect.
well,
Oh, you're here.
I'm
Okay,
here
great.
now, so.
Yeah.
So I'm trying
Don saw the video.
here. So there's not a whole lot I can really do. And I grab the missing portal I have, and I'll get 4 points at the end for that. I could travel and get another guardian, but like doesn't seem like worthwhile at this point. So I'm I have 3 sets of 2 tokens. So I'll send all 6 and take a bonfire action. Change it to. What's one I'm missing here? I got everything I want, right? So. Yeah, we'll go there. So I can spend all these.
Oh, yeah.
Big money, right? And then I'll get. Oh, not in my hand. I can take. I get a wild. That's in a shell because I'm cool like that. I get all 3.
Right.
No.
No.
No. Again.
All right. Did you do your turn at least? Did you get to at least complete an action?
Okay, so I get my wild. Oh. I'm kind of curious because, like, as you can actually get more rounds, right, and the game ends, and you're saying that there's 5. Quite early get that's much bonus, but that's an interesting concept.
It's basically like if you just don't think you can get 5 points in the next 5 turns, you might as well just pass and get 5 points, you know?
Yeah, so my question is, how many points do I get if I
Second
add
prize.
another path and move my guardian 1, 2, 3 spaces forward?
Okay, hold on. We got a couple things happening here. So we've got Ben Your red guardian is at a spot. Cash Liam makes a good point. Your red guardian is at a spot where it can't be, and I didn't probably explain that right, so I apologize. Yeah, you have
Really?
there has to be a bonfire there for them to go there. That's my bad. So if you want to, you can, because he went way far enough. Like you could just, well, no, because you need a portal. Okay, we'll figure that out here in a second.
I have.
Not the first one. Oh, you do.
Oh.
Okay, so then let's just say that your guardian is here, because that's legal. There has to be a bonfire there for them to go to it, basically. Like there. And then David, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Saying, how many points do I get if I add another pathway and move my guardian 1, 2, 3 spaces?
So this one it starts off with 2. It's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 points, but yeah. So you could get 6 points. You would need to get a task there, complete the task, and get your guardian there for that to happen. So if you can do that, which you could do in 5 turns for sure, you just need to make sure you get a task there, complete it, and then move your guardian all the way there.
Yeah. I just wouldn't have the tiles, is the problem. So I think I just need to take 5 points,
Okay.
honestly. Because I don't think anything else I'm going to do is going to get me points.
Is there points or resources at the end? Like a 1
There
to 3 or
is,
something?
let's see, end of the game. It is basically if you've matched up colors, if you have done, let's see here.
Like a 1, 2 action tiles, resources in your personal
Yeah, 2 to
supply.
8 points for each of your bonfires, 2 to 8 points for each of your guardians standing next to a bonfire, 2 points for each of your portals that are adjacent to a bonfire, 2 points for each of your path tiles that are the same color as the bonfire, 4 points for any of the common tasks you fulfill, and then 3 points for each fate tile left in your personal supply, and then it's 1 to 2. So any fate tiles that you haven't used are 3 points. So you get a number of different things. So it is now my 4th turn left. So I think what I'm going to try and do, I need to see if I can get, if I go 1, 2, that's not going to help me. I could go, if I go 1 space, I could get a portal, but I already have that portal. Man. Okay, so I think I'm actually in a spot where I am going to discard an action tile. I'm going to discard an action tile down to 1 so that I can place this fate tile right here and get a gold for bonfires and a couple of things here. So I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 bonfires. 2, 3, 4. 1 card, 1 red, and then 1 gold. So that's my turn. So number 4 will go to you then.
Okay. I think I could get an outer tile. That'd give me like, I have to spend basically resources in order to do that. That's a point. 2 point swing, or I could just take 4. I can do 2 of this and then 3 next round. That'd be 5, right? So let's do that then. So we'll spend 2 gold. Yes, gold and whatever that is, and grab this guy. So yeah, 3. And then this goes back
David already passes.
David already passed, right? So this
over to me.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do three. I'm gonna do 3 bonfire tiles, and get and flip it over to this one. So I will get this portal, and I'm gonna get a gold, and then a 3 goes over to you.
Okay, and I think I'll just.
So that gets you.
Pass. I think it's gonna wash out. I do.
So that gets
I'll
you 3
just take a
points.
3. Pass.
I'm going to then use my other 2 bonfire tiles to get this other portal. So I'll go 1, 2 to get a portal, and then just a good, I guess. All right, and then I'm giving you the. So you're passed, and then for my final turn, I'll just pass and get 1 point. All right, so that's the game.
Good.
So
Right, cool.
at the end of the game, like I said, we score 2 to 8 points for each of our bonfires. So basically, you just whatever's on your bonfire, you score that much. So if y'all want to keep track of your own score here, I'll try and add up mine.
So the bonfires will be.
Yeah, just what's on,
themselves?
just what's showing on the back. So for me, I've got 6, 3, and 4.
I thought we scored those earlier. When you flip them,
No,
you scored them.
it's in game. So you already scored yours.
Oh, I
Okay, that's
scored
fine.
Then, yeah. Okay.
So
Easy enough.
up to 19, and then 1, 2, 3 for that. And then you score 2 to 8 points for each of your guardians. So starting on the left, you get 2 points, 3 points, 4 points for those guardians. So David, you will get 2, 3, 4 as well. I think we all get 2, 3, 4 points. 2, 3, 4.
Wait, I get 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you have
and
another
5,
one.
right?
Yes, you get 5
Right.
because you have a 4. You have a
I have one
4th.
on
Well, now hold
So I
on,
get
hold on
9
though.
total.
For your guardians, you get 2, 3, 4 points and 5. Yes, 9 points. I thought, 9 points for
So
you.
9.
And then for me, I get 2, 3, 4. So, sorry,
Right.
3, 9 for me as well.
Yep. Same
Up to
thing here.
31. And then we will also get 2 points for each of our portals that are adjacent to a bonfire. So I get 6 points for that. Up to 37.
Same here.
Then we will get 2 points for each of our path tiles that match the color of our bonfire. So for me, that's 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 points per.
2 points per. Then how do you get 3
I have
points?
3 paths, so I get 6 points. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll say.
It's like that makes no sense, Paul.
Look, I'm good at maths. I was homeschooled with a K. And I can make that joke because I was homeschooled. All right, so then we each get 4 points for each common task that we've completed. Unless you've been a Monstar from Space Jam and completed all 7. Have 7 total portals that are all completed, you would get 7 points for that, or tasks.
You get 4 additional points on the task then.
No, you get
Oh,
how
you
many?
mean-
How many points per
Normally it's
completed
4.
task?
So like I've done 2 of these things. I have 6 cards and 7 portals. So I get 8 points.
Oh, I see what you're
How
saying.
could you get all that? That sounds crazy.
7,
Wow.
8.
That seems really hard.
Do what?
That seems really hard to do all.
So then you can just flip
do
this
all the
tile,
common tasks.
and it shows that you got 50. Yeah, that's. I don't know how somebody does this one where they have 7 bonfires that are completed. That seems insanely hard to me because you would get so many points from doing that.
Yeah.
I'll get
Okay, and then 3 points for each fate tile that you didn't use. I don't score anything for that, but David, you get 3, and then Ben, you get 6 because you've used. There's 2 that you haven't used.
fixed, yeah.
And then we each get a point for any action tiles. Now I wonder, when do I get points for my card?
Whenever you get
Whenever
it.
you get it.
That's why I got.
So I should have gotten
points in the middle of the
4
game.
for that.
Yeah.
I was hoping I would get it at the end of the game because I moved another Guardian over there, but I would get 4 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
Oh,
I didn't get those
convenient.
points. I thought those were in-game points. And then we divide our tiles and our resources by 2. So I've got 2 points for that.
3.
Your action tiles.
Well, that's
Do we all
hilarious. No.
Wow, look at that.
I didn't cheat.
I
I didn't. I promise. I should have points for this card. I just didn't get them when I took it. Hold on. Let me see. No. There's judgment in your voice. I didn't cheat. Hold on. Let me read it. It is number whichever one. Hold on. Man, that was close. I thought, well, okay. You gain 2 additional points for each Guardian next to the bonfire during final scoring. It is during final scoring, so I should actually get 2 more. 1, 2.
Okay.
Thinking I cheated. Don, look at that. People always say that they didn't cheat when they cheated. I didn't even cheat, though. That was a good game. Good game, y'all. This was so much more...
Only in my
This was-
Guardian the last slot.
This was so much more fun with more players, for sure. I played it solo 3 times, and it's a lot more fun with multiple players.
Yeah.
That was really enjoyable.
You think about it, though, you didn't really interact too much, right? Like there was some like just clean goals, right? Other than that, there wasn't a whole lot
Yeah,
of
I feel like
interaction.
in a 4-player game, so David took a card that I really wanted, which I had to pivot my strategy because of that, and I got really lucky that this card was out there, because that ended up getting me as many points. But I just got lucky that one was out there. But I think with people going for multiple tasks with 4 players, there could be a lot of competition for these islands in a 4-player game.
Especially the easy ones, right? Because like, oh, it's
Yeah.
I can get that done easy, no problem.
Eh.
So some of the complex ones, you can kind of see if somebody else is going for that route. You can just maybe not go
Yeah,
that route.
well, and
with
also the
someone else.
bonfire, there was a lot of competition for the bonfire. This game, I was having a hard time getting the portal tiles I was wanting
Oh yeah.
early. I was just barely able to fill up my portals at the end. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good one. Well,
It was a good one. It's I understood what was happening about 3/4 of the way through the game.
There you
By
go.
that I mean like what I was trying to do.
well, and that's the thing. I was thinking I was going to try one strategy, and then Ben got one of the cards that I was hoping to get that would have really helped me out with that. Because I was thinking if I could get the one that let me put portal tiles wherever I wanted to, and then be able to get the card where I could get all 3 benefits, I could just really focus on the bonfire all game. So it didn't end up... And I didn't even use my bonfire benefit card the entire game. I just looked at that card. I had 1 additional bonfire movement, and I used it 0 times this game. Holy crap. Ugh. You got to pay attention to your cards. That's on me. Man, that was fun. I like that.
Good.
Well, I am logging this play.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to find y'all in my app here.
I won the game. I have to watch it now.
Do what?
I won the game. I have to log it now.
Look, I log every play, okay? David can attest.
Yeah, he logs every
So-
time he beats me.
Hold on.
So,
Okay, look.
On
So, all right, y'all have to tell me what you think on this. Is this, whenever I play an app board game, I log it. Is that real, or is that a fake board game play and I'm a poser?
oh no, I log it every single time.
Yeah.
You're playing the game.
I think so. But then there are people that are like, no, I don't log app plays. I can play Imperial Settlers Roll and write 7 times in an hour. I'm not going to log that. I'm like, well, I'm going to log it 7 times.
So painful. No, I've always tried logging, and I just give up. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, man.
also hard as a parent. You're so depressed. Like, oh, I have to watch more games. Oh, I have all these things I have to do. Responsibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Playing
the app games for me are saving my bacon during pandemic.
Oh, that.
Don is giving you mad.
Dang
mad
it,
crap.
Don! Hold on, I'm trying to read these chats. Cash Liam, good game. This is top 5 Feld for me. The more I play it, I'm liking it more and more for sure. I don't know if it's top 5 yet, but man, he makes some good games. He makes some good mix of mechanisms.
I will say this is a lot better than Castles of Tuscany.
I'm not a fan of Castles of Tuscany as much as Castles of Burgundy the more I play it. And Castles of Tuscany, he actually came out and had to do a house rule post-game release. So now the base draw 2 cards action is draw 3 cards, because apparently that was unbalanced. So there were just some problems with that one. If you don't log these games, the pandemic will show 0 games. Yeah, the world has already taken away enough from board gamers. We need to show something for this time.
My phone.
It's like a zillion Mario.
You're not a
Kart
poser.
decks.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you are a poser. Dang it. Man, that's amazing. A zillion Mario Kart Dash. Oh, man. Well, good game. Good game, everybody. Yeah, I don't know if this one's still for sale or
Yeah.
not, Ruby.
She said it's out on Miniature Market, but it might be available elsewhere.
Let's see if it's available.
I mean, it's a film. Like, I always feel like the Miniature Market had a sale on it at one point. So eventually you might see.
Yeah,
it.
so it's on sale at Foundry Game Room. It's also on sale on Amazon for only $72.74. So there's no scalping going on there. Yeah.
Oh, is that all? Yeah.
Or you could just pay $10 for a premium, or not even pay for a premium Tabletopia membership and play it for free. You could do that.
I'm assuming this is probably like $60 retail.
So I paid
70.
like $40 for it because I bought it from either Miniature Market or Game Nerds, and they had it marked down to a little over $40.
Yeah, this is out of stock pretty much everywhere except for Time Well Spent Games, where you can get it for $50 right now.
Oh, okay. Hold on now. Cash Liam is saying that Alea came out and did the 3 cards. Feld did not want to make that change. That's interesting. I haven't seen a publisher clash with a designer like that before. That's an interesting thing.
Yeah, I thought I saw him. I thought
I did too
on Twitter.
I thought so too. Yeah.
Maybe they said
that's
like
weird.
you needed. I don't know. Maybe he got pressure to do it, but he wasn't wanting to do it. Because basically they were saying that the draw. So remember when we played, like everybody just picked the draw card bonus tile. Because it's just great,
Yeah.
And so they increased the base draw card action to disincentivize the draw card bonus. Which for me, I'm probably still picking the draw card bonus and just drawing 4 instead of 3.
Yeah.
Right. So you're getting 4, yeah.
That's just such a good bonus for me. Wait.
It would probably play
Yeah.
faster than too, right? We had situations where you just had you had so many singles and you couldn't get any duplicates and
Yeah.
stuff, and so you
Yeah.
had to 2 rounds.
If I were house ruling
Draw
one
two
thing,
or
it would be that any 3 cards is a wild card. Instead of drawing more cards, it would be what? Because what is it? It's like one card can be the thing that it is. 2 cards of the same type can be a wild, and then 3 cards of any type can be a wild is what I would do. Because there were some times where our friends would be like, well, I drew 1 of 4 different cards and I have 0. So I have 8 cards and they're all different. And so they couldn't play anything because they didn't have a set of 2 cards.
Yeah, and that's good. I guess you could do 3 rounds in a row. It gets really boring. I had like 5 different cards, and I just
Because I would chunk 3 that are
3
different
rounds.
to play a tile that I want to play from the board or whatever. But
Yeah.
Don
Yeah.
is saying that Imperial Settler Big Box is delivering. Is this truth or are these lies? I don't think they're lies
this
because
is
Don
truth.
wouldn't lie.
David, it's not my house yet, so I don't understand.
That's
It's not at
true.
your house yet, but it's on its
It's
way.
my house.
It's on its way to some
Delivering
people's
to
houses.
whom, might I ask? People who paid us money.
Is, what music should I play as I put all my stuff in the big box? Like, should I like Rocky or I don't know, something? I gotta find some epic sounding.
Actually, I can tell you guys right now whether or not any have shipped in America.
Don just got his today, he says.
Oh, well then they have shipped in America.
Don, do you live in America, or have you just been fooling with us? You messaging us from New Zealand or somewhere? No, it was in Indianapolis for a week due to snow. Dang.
Oh, okay, yeah. Deliveries have been iffy.
Yeah, no joke. We are dealing with that big time right now. Man, okay. Well, good grief. What a game. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours, so we should probably call it.
Yeah.
Live in the Shire. Yeah, man, New Zealand. I want to visit there so bad. One of the only places without COVID right now. All right. Well, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out. Ben, David, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
This was a blast.
Thanks for teaching, man.
Thanks for hosting.
Hopefully, we'll put out a poll. I'll post a poll a different time next week instead of I posted it kind of in the afternoon, which was in the middle of the night for Ignazi, and so they didn't see it to retweet it in time before the poll was over. So we only got 3 votes, and this one won by 2 votes to 1. So I think to get a better voting representation next time, I'll tweet early in the morning so we get a lot of votes, and then see what comes up. We're going to try and throw in a random digital game each week. We may try and do a Robinson scenario, Ben, if you want to stream a Robinson scenario with us. It just needs to be digital.
I've been wanting to, but work got kind of ridiculous. I was in travel last week, and but this fun announcement at noon tomorrow. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Robinson Crusoe Legacy. Come on.
Yeah, and Don, if you want to hop on too, we have our Wednesday night schedule, so we will be back in 2 weeks on Wednesday night, and I will post something on the poll if we can plan it out to where we do a Robinson scenario. If we can find one of those early ones, maybe we can do that on a Wednesday night, or we could. I know that Ignazi has mentioned 51st State. I don't know how quick that might come up. So anyway, I would love to do a 4-player something. That'd be a blast.
Yeah, that would be. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, cool. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We are going to sign off. And yes, Stronghold would be amazing. Okay, sorry. I keep on talking. My bad.
Okay.
Thanks for